Dear students, welcome to this class of mine. In the previous video, I gave you the introduction of the poem on Jennifer's Stigers. I told you the central theme of this poem. If that central theme of the poem is clear, then you will definitely have no problem in understanding this whole poem. In that video, I explained stanza 1 also. Today, I will explain you stanza 2 and stanza 3. Dear students, I will now explain stanza 2 of this poem. On Jennifer's fingers fluttering through her wool, find even the ivory needle hard to pull. What is the meaning of fluttering? Moving shakily. Ivory, creamy white, made of elephant tusk. At the time of doing her embroidery work, her fingers are moving, but they are moving shakily. The fingers are shaking because she is always under pressure, under hegemony of her husband. She finds it very difficult to pull that ivory needle through the sheet of cloth because she is getting older and older. Why she is hard pressed under those humiliations? Because of her husband, hegemonic attitude. Her freedom has been curtailed. The kind of life she wanted to live, she has been deprived of that. That is why she is always in a state of fear because of her husband's dominance. That is why her fingers keep shaking at the time of doing that embroidery work. There is a figure of speech alliteration in the first line. Fingers fluttering. Initial sound is the same. Now, I will come to the third and fourth line of this second stanza. The massive weight of Uncle's wedding band sits heavily upon Aunt Jennifer's hand. What is the meaning of massive? Huge. Weight, burden. Band means ring. The ring which had been rolled on to her finger at the time of her marriage keeps reminding her that she would have to fulfill responsibilities of being a married woman. But those responsibilities have put many restrictions, compulsions or constraints upon her. Those restrictions are conservative and rudimentary in nature. She wanted to enjoy her freedom, but she couldn't. she is deprived of a life the way she wanted to live it. That ring keeps her under constant fear because of her husband's hegemonic attitude. So, I have explained the second stanza, now I will explain in Hindi. Dear students, I will explain the second stanza. Aunt Jennifer's fingers fluttering through her wool find even the ivory needle hard to pull. What is the meaning of fluttering? Fluttering, moving shakily. Ivory, creamy white, made of elephant tusk. अपना एम्ब्रॉयडरी वर्क करते हुए आंट जेनिफर की फिंगर्स हिलते हुए मूव करती हैं, क्योंकि अब दिन बर दिन वो ओल्ड एज की तरफ बढ़ रही हैं। दूसरा, वो हमेशा एक कांस्टेंट फियर में रहती हैं अपने पति की जो एक डोमिनेंस है उसके कारण। शी इज ऑलवेज अ विक्टिम ऑफ मैल ट्रीटमेंट। वो हमेशा एक बुरे व्यवहार का शिकार रही हैं अपने पति के द्वारा, क्योंकि जिस तरह की स्वतंत्र लाइफ वो जीना चाहती थी वो उनसे और उस लाइफ से वंचित रह गई है। जो रेस्ट्रिक्शंस उनके ऊपर है वो बड़े पुराने विचारों की है, रूडिमेंट्री है, कंजर्वेटिव है, ओल्ड फैशन है। उनमें आंट जेनिफर का कोई विश्वास नहीं है। नाउ आई विल रीड अप, मैं थर्ड और फोर्थ लाइन पे चलूंगा। द मैसिव वेट ऑफ अंकल्स वेडिंग बैंड sits heavily upon Aunt Jennifer's hand. What is the meaning of massive? Huge, vishal. Weight, burden. Band means ring here. शादी के समय उनकी फिंगर में एक रिंग डाली गई थी। वो रिंग इस बात का प्रतीक थी कि उन्हें एक विवाहित महिला के लिए बहुत सी जिम्मेदारियां अपने पति के प्रति निभानी होंगी, लेकिन उन जिम्मेदारियों में उनके ऊपर बहुत से प्रतिबंध हैं, बहुत सी रेस्ट्रिक्शंस हैं, बहुत से दबाव हैं। उसकी वजह से वो हमेशा एक ह्यूमिलिएशन और एक शोषण की शिकार रही हैं। उन्हें वो अंगूठी देखकर जब वो अपनी एम्ब्रॉयडरी वर्क करती हैं तो खुशी नहीं है, बल्कि उसका एक वेट, एक बर्डन जो कि बड़ा कष्टदायक है वो महसूस करती हैं। तो ये हमने सेकंड स्टैंजा में पढ़ा। Now I will come to the third stanza of this poem. I will read out the third stanza. When aunt is dead, her terrified hands will, still ringed with ordeals she was mastered by. The meaning of ringed means scarred. Ordeals means difficult phases of one's life. Mastered means governed or dominated. The day Aunt Jennifer is dead, her hands will tell that she was badly tortured by her husband. There will be scars on her hands. Those scars will tell that she had passed through difficult phases of her life. She was mastered by, because she was always governed and dominated by her husband. Due to that male chauvinism, she could not enjoy her life. She could not enjoy the freedom she wanted. So her hands, the scars on her hands will tell that she was maltreated. She was not treated properly. Now I will come to the third and fourth line. The tigers in the panel that she made will go on prancing proud and unafraid. After her death, her tigers will remain immortal. They will not die. They will always keep prancing on that sheet of cloth. Will go on prancing proud. These tigers will keep feeling proud. They will be unafraid of anyone. They will live freely in their habitat. Now I tell you why she is creating those tigers on that sheet of cloth. She is revealing her feelings, her inner feelings, the voice of her soul, because she wanted to live a life of courage, boldness, fearlessness, of which she has been deprived in her entire life. So this poem is symbolic in nature. That is why she is revealing, she is exposing her emotions through those tigers of hers, which she is creating through her embroidery work. So we have completed this poem. Remember, this poem is symbolic in nature, right? The woman who is Aunt Jennifer, through her tigers, tries to explain that she wanted to be bold, she wanted to be courageous, but she could not live that kind of life due to dominance or patriarchal attitude of her husband. Now I explain in Hindi. When aunt is dead, her terrified hands will still ringed with ordeals she was mastered by. What is the meaning of ringed? Means scarred. Ordeals means जो जीवन के अंदर बहुत कष्टदायक क्षण आते हैं. Mastered means governed, dictated, dominated. The day Aunt Jennifer is dead, her hands would tell, उनके जो हाथ है वो बताएंगे कि उनको साथ कितना बुरा व्यवहार हुआ था। जो स्कार्स है उनके फिंगर्स पे, उनके हैंड्स पे, वो ये बताएगा कि थ्रू आउट हर लाइफ, अपने पूरे जीवन भर उनका शोषण हुआ, उनके ऊपर रेस्ट्रिक्शंस और सोशल बॉन्डेजेस थी, जिसकी वजह से वो अपनी फ्रीडम को प्रयोग नहीं कर पाई। वो एक फ्री लाइफ चाहती थी, अपनी फ्रीडम को एंजॉय करना चाहती थी, जिससे वो वंचित रही। उन्होंने अपने जीवन में बहुत से कष्टदायक पल देखे, समय देखा, ऑर्डियल्स। ये वो ऑर्डियल्स, वो समय का कारण था कि वो हमेशा अपने पति का शोषण सहती रही। पति उनके डोमिनेट करते रहे, उन पर गवर्न करते रहे, लेकिन जो उनके टाइगर्स हैं, उनकी डेथ के बाद वो अमर रहेंगे। दिस इज clear in from the third and fourth line of this stanza 3. The tigers in the panel that she made will go on prancing proud and unafraid. जो टाइगर्स उन्होंने अपने एम्ब्रॉयडरी वर्क के थ्रू डिजाइन किए, क्रिएट किए हैं, वो उनकी मृत्यु के बाद भी वो प्रेंसिंग पोजीशन में रहेंगे। वो हमेशा अपने आप पे प्राउड फील करेंगे। वो एक फियरलेसनेस के एक सबूत होंगे। ये जो पोएम है एक सिंबॉलिक है नेचर में। वह क्यों ये टाइगर्स अपने एम्ब्रॉयडरी वर्क में क्रिएट कर रही थी? क्योंकि वो अपने इमोशंस, भावों को, अपने विचारों को उन टाइगर्स के थ्रू दर्शा रही थी। वो जीवन में एक स्वतंत्र, एक बोल्ड और एक करेजियस लाइफ जीना चाहती थी, जिससे वो वंचित रही। उन पर जो रेस्ट्रिक्शंस थी, कंस्ट्रेंट्स थी, वो अपने आप में बहुत रूढ़िवादी थी, ओल्ड फैशन थी। इसलिए वो अपनी जितने भी भाव है, भावुकता है, अपने आत्मा की जो आवाज है, वो उन्होंने अपने इन टाइगर्स के माध्यम से उनको उजागर किया। तो इस तरीके से, इन दिस वे वी हैव कंप्लीटेड दिस पोएम। आई थिंक you have been able to understand this poem very well. इस तरीके से ये पोएम पूरी हो गई है। आशा है कि आपको अच्छी तरह समझ में आ गई होगी। Dear students, I hope you must have definitely found this video meaningful. If yes, like and share it. Please don't forget to hit the button subscribe. Make sure that you press the bell icon on all so that you could never miss an update.